Look, I'm back from the beach. Just went out there for the day. I've been getting emails and comments from many of you saying, Mike, don't, don't spread this stuff around too much. You've been seeing the effectiveness of my approach and what I do and the type of analysis that I do and the information that I look at and talking about MMT. And you're saying, don't spread it around. Other people are going to catch on. To which I say, the chances of that happening are very, very remote, minute, infinitesimal, I'll tell you. And that's because most people have a built-in belief system, and it's very, very hard for people to change their beliefs, number one. Because having those beliefs, probably those beliefs align with what lots of other people believe. And for the average person, stepping out of, sort of the mainstream, the status quo, the crowd is very, very frightening to them. They don't want to do that. They don't want to be faced with the questioning, maybe the ridicule. Look, I've been doing this now, for 14 years, the MMT. I was on Fox News as a contributor for 10 years. It took a lot of ridicule on that show for these beliefs, but I can handle it. Most people can't handle it. It's not fun, but I can handle it because I use it to make money, and that offsets, the mousy boys and the cockroaches and the trolls by a factor of, 10 million. But most people are not going to be able to do it. And the people on Wall Street, look, I've been on Wall Street for almost 40 years, okay? I was an exchange member on 4 different exchanges. I worked at some firms, some big firms. Merrill Lynch in the beginning of my career. I worked at Standard & Poor's, where there are a bunch of idiots over there. That's the company that rated all the subprime junk AAA. And I can tell you that the culture of Wall Street, the culture of the finance industry, the financial sector, just is not such that people widely would embrace these concepts. And even if, somebody says, Stephanie+Kelton is talking, Stephanie+Kelton doesn't know anything, okay? I like Stephanie+Kelton. She's a nice lady. She's a very good professor and academic, but she's not a trader. She doesn't understand trading. She doesn't have a trader's mentality. And she's going to go over to these places, if she's going there at all. They're talking in a very theoretical manner, and these people are just going to be very polite. They have very polished backgrounds, a lot of these guys. Ivy League educations. And they'll be very polite, but it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And even if they understood the concepts of MMT, I could tell you this. Stephanie+Kelton is not an expert on the daily treasury statement. I don't even think she knows what the daily treasury statement is or where to access it. Neither does Warren Mosler. Warren Mosler's looking shit up on, 30-day-old data from the St. Louis Fred database, okay? I'm daily. I got the numbers. I put the numbers together. In fact, I tried to show that to him one time. He just seemed totally uninterested. So you see what I'm saying? The top guy, a guy who has made millions, supposedly, as running as a partner in a hedge fund, has no interest. No interest. And these other guys are going to have no interest either because they do not want to step out of their comfort zone, of their club. That's what it is. It's a big club on Wall Street. They all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. You saw what I posted up before about, or yesterday, about Jeff Gundlach and Bill Gross and what's his face at BlackRock, Larry Fink. They're all the same. They don't understand. It's Gundlach, the bond king, talking about how the debt of the United States is a real problem and we're never going to be able to handle it one day. And I'll tell you this, not even one day is it going to be a problem, okay? It's never going to be a problem. All the debt are the dollars that the government spend into the economy which have not yet been returned for payment of taxes. And they might never be returned, okay? Because it might not be necessary. So guess what? The non-government, that means me, you, and firms and people and other governments even all around the world, they hold those dollars. That's it. No debt. It's no debt. So the people have the dollars, they hold them in the form of treasuries. You want your dollars back? Boom. The Fed takes back the treasury. It puts the same equivalent dollar credit in your account. Nothing. I showed you on the daily treasury statement how 67 trillion, well 60 trillion last year, the year before 67 trillion was redeemed last year. Not a peep. Nobody said anything. Nobody. None of these debt mongers said anything about this. Okay? Pete Peterson, what the hell is his other name? The fucking joker. David Walker, Paul or Rand Paul and his father, the other kook. Nobody said anything about that. 67 trillion. The world didn't come to an end. No inflation. The dollar was up, actually. Interest rates were record lows. So come on. But that's what these people talk about. Jeff Gundlach. Don't confuse being maybe lucky and smart. Don't confuse maybe having a portfolio of bonds when interest rates are going down and you make money as being a genius. No, it's not, okay? All you have to do is listen to their comments. Listen to their answers or descriptions or explanations of what is going on. And it becomes clear, like so freaking clear. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's easy. You run circles around these guys. They got more money under management? Fine. You know what? There's a kind of an institutional, bias. If you're big enough, institutions go to you. It's not so much about the performance. It's not anything about the performance. We've seen that with all these hedge fund guys. They suck. And they're managing billions. So, don't worry, everybody. Nobody's going to get it. It's ours to keep and it's ours to make money with. So, on that note, I think I'm going to say, have a great weekend. I'll be writing the MMT Trader Report. If you don't have your 30-day free trial, what are you waiting for? Damn! Go to www.pitbulleconomics.com and sign up for the 30-day free trial. Click on the tab that says Products and get your 30-day free trial to MMT Trader. There's nothing else like it out there. All right? Bye!